All right, as you can see, King of the Narrow Sea episode 4 trailer reaction. I'm here with Corey of What's Next. My man, let's not waste any time. Let's just jump right into it and make sure you subscribe because we make new content every single week. Ready, Corey?
Let's get
Three,
it.
2, 1.
From my blood come the
What's
prince
that
was
sword?
promised, and his will be the song of ice and fire.
The House of the Dragon will stand as one for a further generation.
She said the name, the title.
The brother,
They name me
Olivia the
King
brother.
of the Narrow Sea.
the daughter. Your courtship
daughter.
is at an end.
So I can be a remedy for your political headaches.
You are my political headache. What a little princeling of 3.
I have discomforting news.
This is a vile accusation.
A
Who is
vile
responsible for this gossip?
accusation.
I will take their eyes.
It is not in Rhaenyra's nature to be deceitful. I cannot say the same for your brother.
All right, folks. Sunday, 9 p.m. House of Dracarys. My man, what'd you think about that? What did you think? Anything kind of catch your eye or?
So I think to what we were just talking about, right? Damon clearly still wants the throne, I think he's still up to some stuff, trying to wiggle his way into becoming a king. As you can see, he wants to be the king of the Narrow Sea, which probably is another stepping stone for him to get him one step closer to being king of the Seven Kingdoms and Westeros in and of itself. You can see already her name's being stirred in the pot, right? Second thing that jumps out to me, which gets me thinking, what is these rumors being stirred? Because clearly Rhaenyra is probably creating a strong case for herself here. So they're having to play some full folly games to get her to lose some credibility here. And I think beyond that, right, there was one other thing with Rhaenyra that Viserys mentioned in her courtship needing to end, right? So did she pick somebody that she probably should not have picked, right? And I wonder what that leads to here, you know?
Yeah,
so,
I'm interested in that that dagger. That dagger feels important. I can't quite pin it. I feel like it's something related to the OG Game of Thrones series. So I'm interested to learn more about that. This is why we tell you guys too. Like we don't know the books, we don't have the background. We're just watching it. We're two regular dudes enjoying this. There was this comment about which is it, the brother, is it the daughter, is it the offspring or the next whatever. I think that this episode we're gonna start to see Miss Rhaenyra start to actually get to sort of play that queen role, or start to sort of almost like she's in her internship stage, right? Like we're gonna start to see a little bit of that play out. I think Alicent, like from the last episode, I think we're gonna start to see her kind of balance back and forth, because I think ironically, I do think she has some loyalty to Rhaenyra a little bit, but at the same time, it's like her father is her father. But I think inside she knows that like Sir Hightower's motives are just not right. So I'm curious to see, and as we can see, they've selected to show her so many times throughout this trailer that there must be some sort of significance going on there as well. I think Daemon also may command a certain level of respect. However, it's Daemon. It's classic Daemon, right? He goes about things his own way. And then we see Pops here say, "You are my political headache." I think we may start to see him waver on his decision. Maybe this is how Aegon starts to get his name into the Game of Thrones. Is the father says, this is too much of a headache. I can't convince these people to let a woman on the throne. You're running around doing XYZ. You're not following orders, right? I mean, and sometimes when she doesn't follow orders, like getting the boar or handling Daemon, it works, but maybe other times it doesn't work, right? So I definitely think this is going to be a pivotal next episode, but this next episode's theme is really going to be about essentially whoever's next on the throne, how would you lead, And I think Rhaenyra maybe get the opportunity too to say, okay, there's controversy. How do you deal with this controversy? Are you gonna handle it how you would when you were younger, or are you gonna handle it like you would when you were a queen?
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to shake the tree a little bit more, right? I think this is
Mm-hmm.
going to be the episode that I think pushes us towards who definitely is going to be who's definitely going to have an option at the heir,
Yep.
being the heir, and who it does not, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
right now you got a couple people claiming to it, right? We got Damon, we got obviously people wanting Aegon, we got
Yep.
Rhaenyra, so there's going to be some type of conflict here, and it's going to be interesting to see, right? Like I think everything's just being held on by a thread because of his Viserys being alive. So
Yep.
I think it's only a matter of time before Viserys catches his 6 feet under,
Mm-hmm.
um and really sets
It's
all
gonna,
dominoes
yeah. Then at that
in the
point,
right in the direction.
it's a fight, right? I mean, and I think there's gonna some people because there are people who are gonna be loyal to Viserys regardless and say, hey, he named her as the heir. We all bowed to her. We said that was the case. And I think there are gonna be some people who make the argument. Listen, this is not the way. This is not the way to let her be on the throne. Before we head out of here, though, I'm curious to I'm curious to what your prediction is on this. Who do you think is the person who actually set Rhaenyra up? Because we know that's not really Rhaenyra's nature to do something wrong. So I think the obvious choice is Otto Hightower. But do you think that there's another player here who potentially set her up?
Yeah, I think we got introduced to somebody very specific this episode in episode 3 for a reason. I think
Mm.
there might be something going on with the Lannisters in the background
Mm.
because of the little rejection that they had received from
Yep.
Rhaenyra, right? So
Mm-hmm.
them finding a way to help climb themselves up the ladder a little bit more, knowing that Rhaenyra is not an option, might lead to them wanting Rhaenyra out.
Yep.
To maybe give a little bit more wiggle room to move up for them. So I'm gonna shoot with the Lannisters, starting a little gossip over there.
Okay, I like that, and I feel like there was always some like from Game of Thrones, it wasn't fully always explained, but there always felt like there was this beef between the Lannisters and the Targaryens in the actual Game of Thrones original series, right? And so
Mm-hmm.
maybe this is one of those first dominoes that you're talking about that leads
Mm.
us to that. I would say it's unlikely, but my pick is maybe Alicent. I think Alicent. That why do we love Game of Thrones, right? It's they know how to make you go 180. Like I just said, Alicent seems like she could be loyal to her. We could see that, and all of a sudden it finds out it was Alicent who slipped the note. You know what I
Mm.
mean? And I think
Yep.
that's what Game of Thrones has always done really well. It's the person you least expect it.
Yep.
So I gotta throw my Alicent's name into the hat there, but we will find out next week, so make sure you guys subscribe to us. And if you haven't checked out our breakdown for episode 3, make sure you check that out. The link's in the description. Corey, you got anything else for these folks?
That's it, my friend. That's it. Stay tuned because every week we're coming at you live.
Sundays, 9 p.m. House of Dragon. It's heating up. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.